I'm a 25-year-old grad student at Portland State University in Oregon, studying social work. What happened to me last year still keeps me up at night, and I need to tell someone about it. I needed a roommate to split rent. Portland is expensive as hell, and on a grad student budget, I was barely surviving. I posted on the university housing Facebook group and got a message from this girl named Maya. She was also 25, getting her master's in psychology. We met at a Starbucks on campus, talked for like an hour, and she seemed normal, easy to talk to, had similar interests, wasn't weird or anything. We found a place together in southeast Portland. It was this old house that had been converted into apartments. We had the second floor, 2 bedrooms, shared bathroom, decent-sized living room and kitchen. The landlord was older, kind of awkward, but whatever. The rent was $1,100 total. For Portland, for that much space, that's insane. I asked him why it was so cheap, and he just said the last tenants left suddenly and he needed it filled fast. I figured maybe someone broke their lease or something. I didn't ask more questions. I should have. We moved in September 15th. I remember the date because it was right after my birthday. Everything was completely normal for about 2 weeks. We'd cook together, watch Netflix, do homework at the kitchen table. Maya was quiet but friendly, clean, paid her half of everything on time. Honestly, I thought I'd lucked out with the perfect roommate situation. The first weird thing I noticed was around the end of September. Maya started sleeping way more, like she'd miss her 9 a.m. classes. I'd knock on her door around 10 or 11 and she'd finally answer, sounding confused about what time it was. She'd apologize and say she just couldn't wake up, that her alarm didn't go off. Then I noticed she was losing weight. Not in a healthy way, she looked tired all the time, dark circles under her eyes, her skin looked paler. I asked if she was sick or something, and she'd just say she was stressed about school. But there were other things. I'd come home and find her standing in front of her bedroom mirror, not getting ready or doing makeup, just standing there, staring at herself. I'd say, "Hey," and she'd kind of snap out of it, like she didn't realize she'd been standing there. She also started talking in her sleep. A lot. My bedroom shared a wall with hers, and I could hear her through it. At first, it was just mumbling, but then it got clearer. She'd have full conversations. She'd laugh, pause like someone was talking, then respond. One night, I woke up around 2 a.m. and heard her say really clearly, "Yes, I understand. Show me how." I figured it was just sleep talking. Grad school stress does weird things to people. Then the sleepwalking started. I woke up one night to footsteps in the hallway. I checked my phone, 3:17 a.m. I thought Maya was going to the bathroom, but the footsteps walked past the bathroom door. They stopped right outside my bedroom door. I waited for her to knock or say something. Nothing, just silence. I could see the shadow of feet under my door. Someone was standing right there. "Maya?" I called out. No answer. "Maya, you okay?" Nothing. The shadow didn't move. I got out of bed and opened the door. Maya was standing in the hallway in her pajamas, eyes wide open, staring straight ahead. Not at me, past me, like she was looking at something behind me in my room. "Maya?" I touched her shoulder and she didn't react. Her eyes didn't blink. She was just gone. I realized she was sleepwalking. I'd never seen her do it before. I gently turned her around and guided her back to her bedroom. She walked with me like a robot, still in that trance. I got her to her bed and she just laid down and closed her eyes. The next morning, I told her about it. She looked genuinely freaked out. "I've never sleepwalked before in my entire life," she said. But it kept happening. 2 or 3 times a week, I'd wake up to her wandering around. Sometimes she'd just stand in the hallway. Sometimes I'd find her in the living room, facing the wall. Once, I found her on our back porch in October, barefoot, just staring at nothing in the middle of the night. I started locking my door when I went to bed. The thing that really scared me happened on a Thursday afternoon. I came home from class around 3 p.m. and found Maya in the kitchen cooking. She looked completely different. Her hair was done up in this elaborate vintage style, like something from old movies. She had dark red lipstick on, and her eye makeup was really dramatic, and she was wearing this dress I'd never seen, like a 1950s style dress, fitted waist, full skirt. It looked expensive and old. "Maya, where'd you get that dress?" She turned around and smiled at me. The smile looked wrong, too big, too perfect. "Do you like it?" Her voice sounded different, lower, more, confident? Smooth? "Yeah, it's nice. Just didn't know you had it." "I found it in my closet," she said. "In the back. Someone must have left it." "That's weird. Why would someone leave a whole dress?" She just shrugged and turned back to whatever she was cooking. But then she turned back to face me fully, and the way she stood was different. The way she held her head, her posture. It wasn't how Maya normally stood. "This house has such lovely energy, don't you think?" she said. I guess? She took a step closer. "I feel like I've been here before, like this is where I'm meant to be." "Maya, are you feeling okay? You've been acting really off lately." For just a second, her face changed. Her eyes went wide, and she looked scared, actually scared, like the real Maya was trying to push through. I can't, she whispered. Then her face went blank. The weird smile came back. "I'm fine, better than I've ever been, actually." She walked past me to her bedroom and closed the door. That night, I did something I probably shouldn't have. I waited until I heard Maya's door close and her light go off. Then, around 1 a.m., I snuck into her room. I know that's a violation of privacy, but something was seriously wrong, and I needed to figure out what. Her room looked completely different. She'd moved all the furniture around, and she'd put up these old black and white photographs on the walls. Women in vintage clothing, old cars, stuff from the 50s or 60s. I didn't recognize any of the people. One photo caught my attention. It was a woman in her 20s standing in front of a house. Our house. I recognized the porch, the windows. She was wearing the exact same dress Maya had been wearing that afternoon. I looked closer at the woman's face. She looked like Maya. Not exactly, but really similar. Same bone structure, same eyes. I turned to look at Maya in her bed. The moonlight from the window lit up her face. She was sleeping with her eyes open, not closed. Open, staring at the ceiling with a slight smile on her face. "Maya?" I whispered. Her head turned toward me, slowly, eyes still open, still not blinking. "She's not available right now." It was Maya's voice, but not her voice. That deeper, smoother voice from earlier. I stepped back toward the door. "Who are you?" Maya sat up. Her movements were too smooth, too graceful, like a dancer. Maya moved like a normal person. This was different. "I used to live here," the voice said. "In this room. I was happy here. Until he killed me." "What are you talking about?" "My husband found me with someone else. He strangled me, right here in this bedroom." Maya's hand touched her own neck. "I've been here ever since, waiting. And then she moved in. She's perfect, the right age, the right look, and she was so lonely, so sad. Every time she looked in that mirror, wishing she was different, wishing she was more confident, she was letting me in. Get out of her." The thing laughed with Maya's mouth. "I'm not going anywhere. She invited me. And every day I get stronger. Soon there won't be any Maya left at all. Just me. Just Catherine." She stood up from the bed. I left the room and locked myself in mine. I called my aunt in Seattle. She's really religious, always talking about demons and spiritual warfare. I used to think she was just intense, but I didn't know who else to call. She drove down that same night, 4 hours from Seattle to Portland at 2 in the morning. When she got there, I told her everything. She didn't look surprised at all. "We need to do this now," she said, "before it's permanent." We went into Maya's room. She was asleep, actually asleep this time, eyes closed. My aunt had brought sage, salt, a Bible, holy water. She started praying in Spanish. My aunt's from Mexico originally, walking around the room, putting salt in the corners. The second she started praying, Maya's eyes opened. "Get out of my house!" It was that other voice, Catherine's voice, coming out of Maya. "This is my house. She's mine." Maya started thrashing in the bed. My aunt kept praying, louder, commanding the spirit to leave in Jesus' name. What happened next, I still have nightmares about it. Maya's body started convulsing violently. Her back arched up off the bed in a way that looked physically impossible. Her mouth opened wider than a mouth should open, and this sound came out, this screaming, wailing sound that didn't sound like anything human. Then she just went limp, completely still. My aunt kept praying for another 20 minutes. Finally, Maya's eyes opened normally. What happened? It was Maya's regular voice. She sounded confused and terrified. She didn't remember anything. Not the dress, not the conversations with me, not the photos she'd hung up. Nothing. My aunt explained what had happened. Maya started crying. She said she'd been having these vivid dreams about being someone else, living in a different time period, but she thought they were just weird stress dreams. We moved out the next day. I didn't care about losing my deposit or breaking the lease. We just left. After we left, my aunt did some research. She found old news articles. In 1956, a woman named Catherine Bellamy was murdered in that apartment. Her husband caught her having an affair and strangled her in the front bedroom, the room Maya had been staying in. The husband was questioned but never charged. He claimed it was an accident. He lived in that house until he died in the late 1980s. My aunt also found records showing that multiple women had rented that apartment over the years and reported similar things. Strange personality changes, lost time, feeling like someone else was in their head. Most moved out within a few weeks. One woman in 1983 didn't move out in time. She was found drowned in the bathtub. Police ruled it suicide, but her family said she'd never been depressed or suicidal. Maya's doing better now. She's seeing a therapist, though we told them she had some kind of psychological break from stress. She still has nightmares sometimes. She refuses to look in mirrors for too long. I still live in Portland, different apartment, different neighborhood, but sometimes I drive past that house. There's always a "for rent" sign up. The second floor is always empty. And a few times, I've seen someone in the window of that front bedroom. A woman in a 1950s dress, looking out at the street, still waiting for the next person to let her in.